Welcome to 99th Monkey Liberty News for Friday, May 23rd, 2014. The first article that I have today is from ABC News. White House contacted YouTube during Benghazi attack, Daryl Issa says. And I'll just scroll down here to what he believes is the significance of this. Issa contends the document contradicts the White House assertion that it was the CIA who first pinned the blame for the attack on protests in response to the anti-Islamic video. The email shows the White House had hurried to settle on a false narrative, one at odds with the conclusions reached by those on the ground, before Americans were even out of harm's way, or the intelligence community had made an impartial examination of available evidence, Issa said. And at least, Issa has had the opportunity here, since this is ABC News, that the information is coming out, but it's really coming out at a trickle. So the more we can tell people about how this is coming out in the news, we can help move the ball down the field a little bit as far as people being aware of the truth. And I have not yet had an opportunity to listen to this video, but a friend strongly recommended it to me. Army Ranger retires because of Obama and tells everything. And our friend is really quite in the know and was very strongly impacted by this video. So I'm hoping to get an opportunity to watch it very soon, hopefully after Alex. And from David Icke, inside the CIA's sordid role in creating a global health emergency. In the years before U.S. forces killed Osama bin Laden, CIA handlers in Pakistan secretly hired a doctor to conduct a fake vaccination campaign. Here is just evidence that children are exploited and placed in harm's way, and there really is nothing that these people won't do, and that's a reminder of that. And along the same lines, suspected cases of MERS investigated in Virginia. And I'm going to refer to, I saw this in a tweet from John Rappaport, and John Rappaport tweeted, "They want public funding to work on a vaccine, so brace for impact. Suspected cases of MERS investigated in Virginia." So John Rappaport is stating that he believes that we're hearing about these MERS cases so that they can get public funding to work on a vaccine. And certainly, again, that seems likely. There really is very little at which these people, this evil agenda, will stop. And since I have my list open, obviously there were a lot of links that I just did not have time to develop this morning. But Zero Hedge, no plans for military on ground in Nigeria, Pentagon Spokesman. So the military is on the ground already? That's Zero Hedge's question. And here from Max Kaiser, we're seeing the death of the U.S. dollar as the world's reserve currency, the dawn of the petro-ruble, says at Max Kaiser. And I've mentioned that China and Russia have made a deal, and the BRICS nations are moving ahead. And evidently, America's bankers are not, the people in control of the American financial system are not accepting any kind of handshake here. They're trying to keep the Fed going. They're trying to cling to the past. Belgium, as I said yesterday, is pumping money in. And there really is a battle developing here, and not just developing, going on. A struggle, really, for world domination between the BRICS nations, the BRICS-aligned nations, and what I would consider the old guard, the Illuminati centered in Belgium. And this has just really amped up recently. I'm sure that you're aware of it, and I think, mostly what we can do is hit our knees and pray, and of course keep telling people, letting people know what's going on. But even at that, that allows us to prepare. That we can't. It'd be very difficult for us to get into the mix here between BRICS and the European banker-backed Federal Reserve. So it's a good time to hit our knees and pray. From David Icke, remember Halliburton may pay $500 million to keep Cheney out of prison. That one caught my eye. $500 million, I think they should have to pay more than that to keep Cheney out of prison. I don't think there's a price that anybody should be able to pay to keep Cheney out of prison, but that's just my personal opinion. Zero Hedge had a tweet, China's rising working class insurrection problem. So certainly the BRICS nations have their internal problems as well. This is just a time in history when things are really very much stirred up. And I think we're coming to a tipping point of some kind of change. And of course, our very deep, fond hope is that we move toward more individual liberty throughout the world, which can open the door, has potential to open the door for a worldwide renaissance. How amazing would that be? The Health Ranger tweeted, new research has found that genetically engineered soy causes deformities in pigs. No wonder they don't want it labeled. And I do have one bit of good news today from, surprisingly enough, California. From the 10th Amendment Center, California Fourth Amendment Protection Act. This could be huge. A Los Angeles TV news reporter said a California bill to prohibit state cooperation with unconstitutional and illegal spying could be huge. Known as the Fourth Amendment Protection Act, SB 828, passed the California Senate 29-0. So, yeah, that is great news. So there are definitely some bright spots on the horizon. We just have to really hold on to our ideals and keep insisting on liberty and come closer to those bright spots. Go toward the light. Thank you for tuning in for today's 99th Monkey Liberty News. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. And moving into the Memorial Day weekend, hoping that you have a wonderful weekend, and there will be no 99th Monkey Liberty News on Memorial Day because we'll all be out having fun, right? So hopefully you and memorializing, as Don said. So again, hoping that you will love one another, take care, and insist on liberty.